When and why should you take your ring off? In general, you want to take your wedding ring off anytime you're doing anything that is going to be dangerous to your finger. So no matter what kind of ring you have, if you're wearing a ring and you're doing something where the ring could catch on something and pull, that can cause a lot of damage to your finger. So those would be instances like moving furniture, rock climbing, lifting weights, stuff like that, where you could snag your ring. Some people like to use a silicone ring for those times, or if they do a lot of things that make them at higher risk for their ring catching on something, will wear a silicone ring, and those are more likely to just break off than damage your finger. And then beyond that, chlorine is very corrosive to rings, or corrosive to gold. So you want to take your gold jewelry off. Same thing with platinum, silver. You don't want to wear it if you're using like bleach, but also swimming in a pool or hot tubs are really bad because it's like heated chlorine, so it's even more corrosive. Sulfur is something that oxidizes silver and copper, and carated gold generally has silver and copper in it, as well as, like, you know, if you're wearing sterling silver. So something to keep in mind is if you're going to like a hot springs or something like that, that's going to have sulfur in it, and that's going to change the color of the metal of your jewelry. So you don't want to wear metal jewelry into a hot spring. Then beyond that, I recommend that you don't wear your rings at night. There's a few reasons for that. One is your fingers tend to swell at night. So if a ring is tighter fitting, it's more likely to get stuck if you sleep with it on. If you're changing weight, and you may not notice it if you're always wearing your ring. So if you are in the habit of taking it off every night, you'll notice if your ring is starting to fit tighter. And so then you can get it resized before it gets stuck on your finger. And then the other reason is it helps the skin under your ring stay healthier, to just take it off and let that skin air out at night. If you think about if you wore a Band-Aid 24/7 for years without taking it off, your skin's going to get pretty funky under that Band-Aid. So taking your ring off at night really helps get air to that skin and keep it healthy.